friends, Leisha here with Rolling with the Richards, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sprucing up my fireplace mantle for the summer. Initially I was gonna go with the theme of lemons because what is more perfect than lemons in the summer? But then I started looking at all the Patriotic Decor in the stores and I absolutely fell in love with the pieces that I was finding, and I felt like the color palette would match my home aesthetic very well. So I decided to go with a patriotic theme instead. Stick with me for just a few minutes and I'll show you how I spruced up my fireplace for the summer. I will do my very best to have everything linked in the description below, so if there's something that you see that you're interested in, be sure to take a look at that. Let's get to decorating.
Friends, it's kind of crazy how dusty things get even within just a couple of weeks. And so I started by just cleaning down my fireplace mantle with a couple of wipes. And funny enough, I feel like I was still wiping off glitter from Christmas decorations.
So whenever I'm decorating my fireplace mantle, I always like to start with putting up my garlands first. And my goal is always to make sure that the garlands look very full and voluminous once I put them up. And today, believe it or not, I'll be using 3 different garlands. So let me show you the garlands we'll be using. So starting with my base garland, I have this 6-foot garland that I purchased from Kohl's. It is an Americana themed garland with the red, white, and blue colors, and I absolutely love it. I'll get a little closer so you can see the different textures within the garland. It is just so darling, and I'm going to be using 2 of these as my base piece. And then for my 3rd garland, just to add a little bit of visual interest and complexity, I am going to be adding this floral garland that I purchased from Hobby Lobby. It is just white roses with the leaves, and I thought this was, very simple but also very beautiful at the same time, and I will be intertwining this with the other base garland that you saw for the full effect.
Before filming the video, I went ahead and put some command hooks on the top of the mantle from one side all the way to the other, with the hooks facing outward. And those hooks are going to keep garland number 1 in place. So here I'm just attaching the first garland to those command hooks. I think I used 6 command hooks in total. And as I hooked each point, I was careful to kind of tease out parts of the garland, the flowers and the leaves, so that they kind of hung over the mantle.
Okay friends, so the second base wreath that I'm going to add is actually going to hang just slightly below this one, and in order to hang those, I'm going to just add a few more command hooks along the fireplace mantle so those don't shift and they stay in place. And now I'm just going to take some time to layer these wreaths. How the garland looks now that I've added the floral garland to the base garland, and as you can see, it's just so much more full and vibrant, and it's not monotonous at all because it's got different flowers going through it with different colors, and I just much prefer this. So let's go ahead and hang that now. Now that our garland is in place, the next thing that I'm going to do is dress up the top of the mantle, and I'm going to start by adding a beautiful vase of flowers. Okay friends, next to frame the left and right side of the mantle, I'm going to be adding these star-shaped candle holders. I found this at Hobby Lobby and I thought it was just darling and perfect for this project. It has a little circular insert here that you can sit your candle on. Today I'm going to be using a regular candle. I like to go with flameless candles, but today I am going to be going with a regular candle. However, I do not plan on lighting it whatsoever, so it won't cause any fire hazards here at the home. And I did find the perfect candle to match this candle holder, which I'll show you next. This is the candle that I will be using with that candle holder. I also found this at Hobby Lobby, and it comes in the red, white, and blue stacked color with a beautiful little ribbon around it. I thought it was just gorgeous. And best of all, it fits perfectly in this little candle holder. So we'll go ahead and put that up next. Things are coming along nicely, but I need to add a few more items for this to look complete. So I did find these mini metal holders from Hobby Lobby as well. They've got star cutouts all throughout, and they are red in color, and what could be more patriotic than this? So what I'm planning to do with this is just to add a flameless candle inside here so that it gives off some light in between those beautiful stars, and hopefully that will just bring this whole decor up an entire notch. About 2 days ago, I was out at my neighborhood Kohl's and I found these flameless candles in the patriotic colors, and because it was after the 4th of July, they were on clearance and I got them for $3.14 a piece. If you have a Kohl's in your area and you like these, run out now and try to get them. This was such a steal, and I'm going to go ahead and place them in those metallic holders with the star cutouts that I just showed you. As you can see, the fullness of the garland is just swallowing up those little flameless candles and the holder that I just showed you. And so I think we're going to need to elevate that a little bit. And so I just have some coasters here. I have 2 of them stacked, and I'm going to place 2 coasters underneath each of the flameless candles to give it a little height so it can get the spotlight that it truly deserves. Loving the way that things are turning out so far. Next, I'm going to add this beautiful ribbon dainty garland that I found at Michael's. This was only $7.99, and I do believe when I purchased it, it was also on clearance. Certainly by now it would be on clearance since it's after the 4th of July. But yes, this was purchased at Michael's, and I'm going to go ahead and drape it below my main garland just for a little extra pizzazz.
I decided to change out the roses that I had in the vase because it was looking a bit too busy in my opinion. I replaced them with some natural looking pine stems, and I like that a whole lot better. And here is the final look. Leave me a comment to let me know what you think.
Friends, thank you so much for taking the time to hang out with me today. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and most of all, I hope you'll take just a few minutes to add a few decorating touches to your own home this summer. Before you leave, remember to like and subscribe, and also hit that notification bell so you never miss anything I release on this channel. If you are interested in any of the items that I used in today's decorating project, be sure to check the description below. I will have as many items as possible linked there for you. Thanks again for watching, and until next time, stay blessed.